Well, welcome back to Oil Drip. I'm Julie Johnston, and I'm joined with
Linda Pickenpaw.
And we today are talking about skincare. So we had this post that went up, and it had a question on it for you, whether or not the statement was a fact or a myth. And to summarize the question, it was, do you get healthy, beautiful skin by using your skincare products? Fact or myth, Linda?
Well, I have to tell you, my husband always says, just answer yes or no, or one or the other. But, I was thinking about this, that, whatever you put in comes out in some way, right? And so I would have to say that that is a myth, because depending what I put in my body, what a teenager puts in their body, it comes out in some way. And I think we see the evidence of that, especially in teenagers, but even as adults, there's a lot of factors. So it's a myth.
Yep, it's a myth. It's one part of the equation when it comes to taking care of your skin. So yes, what we put in, how we take care of our body, exercising, getting outside and getting vitamin D, and just really taking care of ourselves, as a whole person, I think affects our skincare.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And our rest.
Yes, exactly. rest, all those things.
Or lack thereof, yes.
Yep. But we are fortunate, right, that doTERRA has some options for natural skincare products that do not have artificial fragrances in them. They do not have harmful chemicals or carcinogenic chemicals that can cause cancer. They're very careful with the ingredients that they put in our products. And they have 3 different lines. They break it down a little bit by age, but also by skin type, depending on what your skin is like. And so we've got the HD Clear line, which is typically more for your younger teenager to early 20s. And then we've got a line called Essential Skincare. And then they say that takes the place right when you finish using the HD Clear up until your 40s. And then from there on, the product called Virage. So we've got choices. And I think Linda and I are going to share what we use, but I think you'll see that since we've used it for quite a while, we've also pulled in not only intermingle the different products to figure out which ones our skin likes, but then we also use oils in combination with the skincare line. So Linda, which one do you mostly use? If you were to say my skincare line is?
I would say that my skincare line is the Virage.
Okay.
Because I'm way past 40. So I definitely, but yet I heard the other night where teenagers loved it. So who knows? It does depend on your skin type, but I just found that it is gentler and moisturizes my skin very much. So yes, and there in that product there's a toner that just sort of a mist spray. Mm-hmm. Of course, you do start with the cleanser, and so I will say that as far as that, I really like the cleanser. It's gentle, but I will say this summer that I've switched up a little. So ordinarily, yes, I use Virage because one of the things it has in it is the cleanse, and then the toner, and then there's this hydrating serum that actually is a bit of Immortelle in it. And so that's why I really do like that hydrating serum very much. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, the moisturizer. And for me, on my skin, if I am going to use any makeup over that, it goes on better over Virage than for me. So Virage is my go-to. But I do other things too.
Yeah.
This summer, I don't know, maybe it's just because in the summer, maybe with being outdoors and your skin maybe is a little oilier or a little more dirt from working outside in the gardens or what, I have actually used the Essential Care facial cleanser.
Okay.
So I use that. I've been using that morning and night, and I just really like it.
It does smell really good, I have to admit.
Yeah, it really does. And I think it has peppermint in it.
Yes.
Yes. And so there's just sort of a tingly clean feel, I think, as part of that. So I do use that morning and night here in these warmer months. So a couple, you want to know more?
Sure.
Well, there's a couple of other things. The Virage only has 4 parts. And so there are a few things in the Essential line that I really like, besides the facial cleanser. I like the brightening gel because I am a freckle-faced person. I grew up with them. And so with that skin tone, I have started to get more dark spots. And I especially have 2 on this right side of my face. And so I have just been using them, using it on those spots, especially every day. And I thought they are not as dark this summer. Have they disappeared? Well, no, I don't have the power to do that. But they have lightened. And so, it has bergamot and juniper berry and melissa in it. And I like it so much better because I don't know if you can see this.
Yeah.
It comes in a tube now. It used to, I won't even tell you what it used to come in, but it just wasn't as user-friendly for me. And coming in the tube, and it's just got this little pump top that it's so much easier to use. So I do use the brightening gel a lot from that line, just because those spots are there.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, and the packaging that's in, that's quite a bit of doTERRA's line comes in that type of packaging, and it's great because it allows you to get every drop of the product out, so you're not leaving anything behind, so you are able to use everything that's in there. So it's a really great invention, whoever came up with this type of dispenser.
Yep, and it's, it has vitamin C, so it's, it's supposed to even the skin tone. And I suppose you could put it all over, but I am just concerned about those particular areas, so that's what I use it for.
Yes.
So what do you use?
So I like the Essential Skincare line, but like you, I do mix in something different in the summertime. And so I do use the facial cleanser like you talked about, and it has the peppermint and melaleuca in it. And it's such a pretty smell the way they formulated it. But we've got some guests coming, so we can ask them what skincare products they use too. Come all the way in.
Welcome.
You. Yeah, it smells good. too. Does your mom put any on her face ever? Ever see her put lotion and stuff on her face? No. You never do? You never see mommy get ready? Why did you do that? Look at this stuff. Have you ever seen mommy putting any of this on? You've never seen this stuff? It's all new to you?
You're not allowed to touch it. It's in the shower, remember? It's your new touch stuff.
Oh, goodness.
All right. Wow.
Yes.
She has a gift
Thank
for you.
you. Thank you very much. This is my friend Juniper, for anybody who hasn't met Juniper before. Hello, friends.
Juniper.
And this is Laura, for anybody who hasn't met Laura before. Did you make me a present? Did? Okay, I better open it up real quick. I know she's on her way to school. Open it up real quick. And everybody, oh, is that me? Oh my goodness, look how pretty I am, especially when I use my skincare product.
Yes, I think your face is perfect. I don't see any blemishes at all. All right, have fun. See you later. It's really
Well, that was fun, right?
Right, yes. And I know her mom uses those products because just a couple of weeks ago, I watched her talk about it.
Yes. So if anybody follows along on her page too for the team, you would have seen her there, met her there many times. Mm-hmm. So she definitely does. I think Juniper was just a little camera shy. So, so I was saying I use the Essential Skincare line, and I use that same facial cleanser that Linda's been using this summer. And I put that on dry. You put that on dry?
I do put it on dry.
Okay.
In the morning, I put it on dry because I actually rinse it off in the shower.
Okay.
But since we watched that Stone thing, I watched her and she was putting it on with a damp cloth.
Yes.
And so at night, I've been trying that, putting it on with a damp cloth, and it works pretty good, but usually I do put it on dry.
Yeah. Yeah. So the reason I do it dry is because when I went to Utah and I spoke to the people at doTERRA who were demonstrating and talking about the skincare line, that's how they told me to do it, was to put it on dry. But if you look in, they have a little guide on this product. And if you read those instructions, it says to put it a little like pea-size amount in your damp hand.
Oh,
so there's a little bit of not teaching us the same thing. So I guess you can do it however you enjoy using it.
Yes.
So it's a great product because it does clean really well. But then after you cleanse it, they say once you've cleansed your face, you've sort of opened up those pores and gotten out the dirt and grime that's in there that builds up throughout the day. Then you're supposed to tone. So the toner, this is the pore reducing toner. And I know other people use like a witch hazel also for a toner, but it's really light. And I put it on a cotton ball and I put that on my face. And what it's supposed to do is to go back in and close up those pores so that you don't gather any more dirt in them. So it kind of seals up your face now that you've cleaned it. And it does make it feel really nice too after you use that. So the toner is one of the ones that I like to use. And the toner, it also smells really good. And it's a mixture of lavender, ylang ylang, and German chamomile. So it's really pretty. And it's also great for hydrating your skin. Now, one of my favorite things is the tightening serum. So Linda talked about the brightening serum, I think it's called, but this is a tightening serum. So I use this. You can use it on your whole face. You can use it on your neck and on your décolleté area. But I typically use this just around my eyes, maybe a little bit of my forehead where I have those wrinkles that pop out from frowning. And then maybe across my lip because I do have those little wrinkles there too. that's where I use this. So what it does is it goes in and it sort of plumps your skin back up and evens out those wrinkles. So it kind of helps to reduce the appearance of wrinkles. So tightening serum, it sort of tightens up your skin, I guess is the quick way to describe what it does. But it has those powerful oils in it. It's a little, to me, it's a little costly. And maybe that's why I don't put it on my whole face and everything. But it has your frankincense, sandalwood, and the myrrh in it. So those are higher costly oils to begin with. So that's one of the reasons too why it's a more expensive product, because of those great oils that are in it. Now, that line does have a moisturizer in it, but this is the item that I switch out during the summer. I switch out for the HD Clear facial lotion. And I like this one because I find that I'm outside more often in the summer where I'm sweating a lot. And I think that this summer I sweat more than I have in years, which is such a humid, hot summer. So this one is a great moisturizer because the combination of oils that are in it help fight those greases that you'll get on your face when you're all sweaty. It helps absorb those and keep your skin really nice and clean. But it's also really, really light. It absorbs very quickly into the skin. So it's not like, oh, I'm so hot and now I have to put on a moisturizer. It's very light and I think it's great for the summer. So that's what I like to put into my skincare products in the summertime. And then in the winter, I'll switch back to the lotion that's in that line. So there's one more thing that I use occasionally, and I do use oils too. I think we've mentioned that lots of times, what we've got on our counter in the bathroom, and I'll add rose to my face sometimes. Frankincense, I might dab that here and there.
I actually use Immortelle too.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, that's a good one. Oh, I was going to. So this Reveal system, this one right here. It took me a while to really like this one because I have really sensitive skin. And I felt like when I was putting it on, originally when it first came out, and that's probably been, I don't know, 10 years ago, something like that. We've had it a long time. But it originally came out, I was much younger and it just felt too strong for my face then. It just felt like, just when it scrubbed my face, it just felt like way too much. But now when I do it, it feels nice. It feels like it's really getting in and cleaning, and it takes off that dead layer of skin that you'll get. And it helps then once you remove that top layer of dead skin, it'll help to moisturize your skin and help with the collagen production. And it's a great product to help kind of boost your natural shine to your skin, that youthful look of your skin. So kind of like invigorates and wakes up your skin again. And it's interesting because it's a 1 and 2. And so I keep it in the shower, and you put on number 1 first, which is the real gritty. And it's just a little pea-size amount. It's real gritty, and you put it on, and I don't press real hard, but I cover my whole face with it. And then you come back with number 2 on top of number 1, and it activates I think they're like the peptides that are in that scrub. So it's a 2-part layering system, and then you rinse it off. So that one's one of my favorite ones too.
And so how often would you use that?
I would say maybe a couple times a week in the shower would be good for your skin. Yeah. And it's just a once a day thing, not twice a day like our other cleansers. Yeah.
Okay. And well, probably the other one that I also like is the mud mask. Okay. Because that one, you put it on, and again, your neck, all of this area, you can do that, and just a thin layer. And then usually you're to leave it on 3 to 5 minutes, and it's like, okay. So what I usually do is it's time to shave my legs, and I will shave my legs. And, by that time, then I'll jump in the shower, and it's been 3 to 5 minutes, and I rinse it off. And so, that's my routine for using mud mask. But again, I would only use it, maybe once a week. But I don't always do it that often, but it's always a treat when I do.
Yeah, exactly. And if I had to compare the texture of that mud mask to the Reveal, it's similar, but whatever those little tiny beads are that's in the mud mask, you can feel that. It's just a little bit gritty when you put it on. They're so much smaller and a little softer than what's in the Reveal system.
Right. I think it goes on very smoothly. Where the Reveal, I feel the grittiness as you're putting it on.
Yeah. So maybe if you do have more sensitive skin, then you might prefer the mud mask over the Reveal system. I know my
benefits.
Yeah, and I know my kids since day one, my little girls have liked the mud mask. So they were pretty young when that came out, and they've never had any issues with it at all. They've always loved it, and so it's always been a fun product for the whole family to use. Was there anything else you can think of that?
Well, probably the only other one, and I know we talked about using the Yarrow Palm.
Yeah.
But that one is also one that I will use under my eyes for that puffiness as well. So using that on my skin too. So.
All right. Well, if you have any questions about the skincare products, you can always reach out to us, and we can try and guide you based on your skin type and the needs that you have with your skin. So I love the product though, and I've used it for quite a long time. Gosh, I can remember when it first came out. I didn't even have my girls. It was and they are my oldest one is 12, so we've had it a long time. So anyhow, we love the skincare products, and I'm sure there's something in there for you too if you haven't tried them. Might be something fun to add to your next monthly order. All right, well, everybody have a great week, and we'll be back again next week with some more of our tips. And let's see, gosh, when we come back next week, we might even be talking brand new products, huh, Linda?
We might.
We'll see how much information we've gathered and what we can share with you all about what's happening at the doTERRA convention and what products they've released and what we're so excited about and looking forward to using, and any benefits that we hear about it and research. We'll try and pack that into our little Friday chat.
That will be exciting.
All right, well, everybody have a wonderful weekend, and we will talk to you all soon.